Hey guys, Kurai here. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you my reasons why I think that in Borderlands 3, the old Vault Hunters such as Gage, Lilith, and the others, like Athena, will be playable in Borderlands 3. But first, let's start as to one of the biggest reasons as to why they wouldn't be. Personally, I do not find this reason to make any sense. I don't even think it deserves the dignity of being called a reason. Repetitiveness. Are you serious? Let's examine that. You get to replay... well, you get to play through a new story as your favourite character. And also, when you think about it, just because you're playing as one of the old Vault Hunters, that doesn't really... Okay, it's like this. If Gearbox chooses to add in the old Vault Hunters, that doesn't prevent them from adding new ones. How would it? Time is spent developing the old ones when it should be spent making new ones entirely? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, look, here's Gage. She's already been created. She already has a skill tree. She already has all 3 skill trees. You know, she is already designed. Simply... Really sorry if that's coming up in the video, guys, but I can't shut up the people outside. Or the birds, or the other things. But anyway. So where was I? Ah, yes. Now, there's nothing preventing new characters from being implemented. For example, if Gearbox decides that they want Tiny Tina to be a character, or rather a playable character, that would be awesome. You know what's even awesomer? Being able to play as Tiny Tina while your friend's playing as Gage. Combining 2 of the most well-liked characters in the series.
I'll have some more anarchy, thank you.
The psychotic girl with an obsession with explosives. And the other psycho who has her own killer robot. Even better is with 4 player when you're playing as Tiny Tina, you have a friend playing as Gage, another friend playing as Krieg, and it continues from there. But who's the 4th craziest character? Who's the 4th craziest playable character in Borderlands? Whoever it is. The point is, playing as the craziest characters in the entire series, that would be glorious. Now, anyway, so now to go into reasons why they should make the characters playable. First we looked at the reasons why they might not do it, or rather why people think they shouldn't. And now for the reasons why they definitely should. Number 1 is what I call the Skylanders mistake. Now, what is this Skylanders mistake, you ask? Well, I don't know if someone else out there already calls it that, but if they do, well then great minds think alike. But with Skylanders, they have too many characters. Now, Borderlands has nowhere near as many characters, or at least not yet. But it doesn't change the fact that if they add another 6 characters every game, that could become repetitive. And not... oh, how do I put this? It could become... okay, repetitive is probably the wrong word. Because you're probably thinking, how can a new character be repetitive? I mean it like this. You're getting another 6 characters who you need to learn about and get used to the playstyle of for every game. As fun as that might sound at first, when you actually end up needing to remember their names and other things like that, you just begin to... feel... you begin to feel like... you begin to feel like there's just too many. If there's too many characters, then you begin not to care so much if they get killed off. We all love Gage and Krieg and Lilith and Mordecai. But let's face it, too many characters could dilute the experience. It's not just about Borderlands 3, it's about Borderlands 4. If for Borderlands 4 they add in another 6 characters, oh boy. So to prevent this entire catastrophe from happening, it would be best to keep the old characters. Next. The next reason why I think they are going to be doing it is because... now, there are spoilers ahead, so I'm going to say it quickly. Skip ahead about 20 seconds if you do not want to hear, and do so. Now, at the end of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, one of the aliens talks to Lilith and mentions that she's going to need all the help she can get to face this threat that's going to, well, threaten the entire universe or whatever. And this implies that the other characters will be playable. Now, those who skipped ahead should have... they should be back by now. So let us continue. Oh man, there's so many of these guys. We're coming out of everywhere. Okay. Next is skill trees. This goes along with what I was saying before about the repetitive things and blah blah blah. This is an important detail.
Come at me, Joker.
You can have the old characters, for example, Gage, and and simply swap out some of the skills in exchange for new ones. Think about skills that are iconic to characters and things that overall are not needed or maybe even not wanted. For example, now again we're going to be using Gage as an example. I use her a lot, but that's because of two reasons. One, she's my favourite character. Two, I'm playing as her right now. So, anarchy is very important to Gage. It's important to keep that. But other skills, as cool as Blood-Soaked Shields is, it's not iconic. Evil Enchantress, Electrical Burn, Shock and they're not essential to her character, and so they could be swapped out for new skills. In fact, Gearbox could even add new skills to the trees without removing old ones. If you look at the skill trees, you notice there are spaces. Between smaller, lighter, faster and anarchy, there is a space there. Right next to death from above, there's another space. What the hell? Some weird stuff is going on outside, guys. I think... Oh, it sounded like a constipated bird. Oh, whatever. Point is, if they bring back the old characters, they can still have new skills. We're going to need to hurry this up because I'm only able to record for so long. Now, I have a list here. Ah, yes. In Borderlands, the pre-sequel, or rather in what I believe was a bit of downloadable content for it, the Holodome, there is a reference to Gage. One of the achievements is one of her quotes, "Smash the system." Another achievement was something Athena says, "I welcome your attack, fool." This is a combination of old and new. Granted, while this is probably insignificant, it doesn't change the fact that it is a possibility. A possibility that could be hinting at the future of Borderlands. And also, think about it like this. If they make Tiny Tina a character, I believe I've already said this, but you're playing as Tiny Tina, your friend's playing as Gage, it would be so much fun, especially if the two characters acknowledge each other. If you can hear... say you can hear Tina barking orders at Gage, or things like that, and acknowledging that she is Gage. You know, saying, "Gage, get to cover, I'm throwing a grenade," or something like that. Then that would be so awesome. Anyway, so I'm going to need to cut the video here. It might have even cut out the intro. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.